a disclaimer for you, something we haven't done before, very rare, but finally something we do will be outdated, which is E3. So by the time this recording comes out, E3 would have been finished and well over and done with, and what you are about to hear is our predictions. So please keep that in mind before we discuss. So hopefully our predictions were right. Or they were completely bananas. Anyway, enjoy the show.
Hello, we're here to talk all about video games with you. So, can we welcome today's host, Oscar?
Thank you, Lucy. And today on Head in the Game, we will be talking about what we think is going to happen at this year's E3.
And for those of you who don't know, E3 is a very big deal in the gaming community. It is essentially where all the biggest gaming companies get together and explain what their plans are for their company.
Yes, it is a very exciting time to be a video game fan because, to be honest, we're not really having that much of a good experience with video games at the moment. Disregarding Miitopia, anyway.
I know. Miitopia is pure gold and more people deserve to know about it.
Which is what we're going to actually be talking about later as well.
Yeah, so stick around for all we've just covered.
Luigi versus Link. Ready, go!
For the past few episodes, we have betrayed your trust. We kept saying we were going to do news segments, but we lied. We were only ever going to do Did You Knows, and we are very sorry for that. So now we're not lying and we're actually going to do a Did You Know. Oscar.
Well, thank you, Lucy. And today's starts on the Did You Know facts that you probably didn't know.
But some of you might have.
Maybe. Nintendo are opening an official Nintendo museum in Japan.
Swaggy.
I know. Nintendo have announced that they will open a gallery to showcase products launched throughout their history. It's planned that the Nintendo Gallery will open before the end of March 2024 and will be located in Kyoto. Is that how you pronounce it?
Kyoto.
Kyoto, yes.
Coyote.
What the? No.
Wile E. Coyote.
Wile E. Coyote.
No. I've actually been wanting to go to Japan for a while, and this definitely sounds like something I'd be interested in and want to go and see. So if I ever do go to Japan, that'll be like my number one place to make sure I go. Sounds really cool. But whenever you say museum, I can't help but think of Blather's Museum from Animal Crossing.
Yes! Oh, that has to be a necessity. They need to have it like look similar to that. Maybe if they just have like the museum music playing in the background.
Cool.
Or at least like in the Animal Crossing bit.
Or I can't remember what it was, but the music from, I think there's like this gallery in Smash Brothers that has its own music. That'd be cool for like the Smash segment in the museum.
Oh, if they're going to do an Animal Crossing segment in the museum, they should have like a big poster of Blathers. It's like a Blathers shrine.
A Blathers shrine?
I think
that's not a museum, that's just your house.
Shh, no, I have a Celeste shrine in my house, not a Blathers shrine. Get it right.
Anyway, with this kind of museum, you kind of expect to have like a lot of interactive stuff, you know. They'd have a lot of consoles on display that you can play with and all that kind of stuff, which I'm hoping that they will do. And since it's opening in 2024, that means hopefully, fingers double triple cross, that this pandemic going on is not going to be going on for the next 3 years.
Probably will, but moving on.
Anyway, but yeah, it sounds really cool, and I can't wait to see it.
I'm wondering if they'll have videos playing on like TVs with behind the scenes stuff, like how they created certain games.
That'd be sick.
That'd be cool. Like if there was like a little area where you could sit on a couch and watch a bunch of videos about how they made different games. That would be cool.
Yeah,
like a little rest spot where you can have a little.
Yeah.
They do that in museums already.
I've seen. They actually have them in IKEA. They have little areas with couches you can sit and watch TV, which has how they came up with the idea for all the different products. Anyway,
something also related to the museum. If they do have like this big Animal Crossing segment, they need to have an aquarium.
Oh,
Hands down, they need to have some sort of like water-based thing.
I think the museum is mainly focused around Nintendo history rather than trying to reference the games. But
I'm sure they'll have some game
I could be
references.
completely wrong.
They could have some game references in there. That'd be funny.
They need to. Anyway.
On topic with Nintendo, Pokemon Legends Arceus and the Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl remakes now have gotten release dates.
Ooh.
Pokemon Legends Arceus is set for January 28th, 2022. This is very near my birthday. And Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl is coming in November 19, 2021.
So, for those of you who don't know, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are Pokemon remakes from the DS era, the Nintendo DS era.
Ah, yes. Sweet DS.
The sweet times where everything was pixelated and cutscenes didn't look really, really awkward.
Yes. And Pokemon Legends Arceus is a completely new game. It's a completely different style game. It is a action RPG rather than a turn-based RPG.
Yeah, I have been talking about this one with some of my friends before, and I really think it has Legend of Zelda vibes.
Yeah, it
definitely.
does.
It's really cool, and something that even if you're not that into Pokemon, you could probably still enjoy it. Like, personally, I know literally nothing about Pokemon, honestly. Like,
I've been playing a game called Genshin Impact lately,
Yes.
and that's also like an open world, like real-time action RPG.
Isn't it mobile?
Yeah, you can get it on mobile or PC.
Is it free?
Yeah, it's free. It's got like beware. It has got in-game transactions. Be careful about
Time
that.
to steal your monies.
Yeah, but it's actually all around a really good experience. It is a little bit hard to run on like casual PCs, like Mac. Well, maybe MacBooks, but like the common desktop computer. But if you get like a full-on PC, you can run it with really beautiful graphics.
Well, that's the same thing with any gaming PC. You're
True.
going to have really good high-definition graphics because no matter how hard they try, video game companies can never get to the quality and, I don't know what you would call it, aesthetics and beauty of PC games.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
None of us here are PC gamers.
Well, neither am I.
Kind of me.
Ruby, get out the room now. If you're a PC gamer, get out the room.
Okay,
We no longer want you here. No. Anyway,
Not to discriminate against PC players because we like video games in general.
yes. Now, how many people remember those random like collabs that companies would have with video game characters like McDonald's and Mario and stuff?
Oh yeah, I remember
remember
that with Lego they announced with Adidas they announced Lego shoes.
Yeah, well, that's a perfect segue because guess what's just happened? Apparently, Nike has decided to collab with the new PlayStation 5 to create some PlayStation 5 sneakers. Don't even ask.
Oh yes.
I'm getting that for my friend.
High definition gaming on my feet.
Yes.
Feel the game as you walk. The new Pokemon Go.
Nike and PlayStation have collaborated and created the PG5 PlayStation colorway Nike sneakers. They will be heavily inspired by the design of the PS5 and will have PlayStation logo and the iconic PlayStation shapes on the shoes as well. So no mention of being able to play Pokemon Go, but that would be very funny if you could actually play Pokemon Go on your feet.
And it'd be kind of weird considering PlayStation doesn't own Pokemon.
No, wait, who owns it? Isn't it its own separate company?
Nintendo
owns
Pokemon.
Oh, so Nintendo's like the Disney of the
Video
gaming
games,
industry.
pretty much.
And then,
Just Dance on the
and
Go.
then play
No, that's Ubisoft.
and then
What if they buy that?
PlayStation's Warner Brothers and then Microsoft's just Sony.
Microsoft just exists.
Well, the Microsoft's the Universal Studios, I guess. Anyway,
only partly relevant.
so the fact that these are becoming sneakers is just weird, but
I agree. I agree. It's weird.
But the world wouldn't be fun without random stuff happening.
I
You
know.
what? This calls for a reference from one of my favorite YouTube videos, History of the Entire World, I guess. One of the things they mention is, well, here's some things, here's some other things, and look, we invented a thing to make more things. There you go. That's what this is.
Indeed,
These
indeed.
shoes are just things that were invented by other things to create more things, and no one really needs them. I mean, honestly, who wants PS5 sneakers? And if you do want them, we don't hate you. Yep.
Okay, I think we should probably wrap it up here, but stay tuned when we talk about our E3 predictions.
Yay!
The battle of the ages is upon us.
Okay.
Prepare your controllers. Prepare your PCs for the ultimate gaming event. The Electronic Entertainment Expo.
Okay, so essentially E3 is just a bunch of gaming companies shoved in an arena together and they fight it off with boxing gloves.
No, that's Wii Sports.
Well, not.
That's what it's for.
Well, not exactly. Anyway, to the people who are confused, E3, the Electronic Entertainment Expo. Get it? 3 words that start with E, and it's free. Anyway,
God.
Anyway, it is a expo dedicated to basically all things video games, where it's new game announcements, new console announcements, new updates to specific games, everything. Basically, it's video games companies' excuses for saying, hey, here's what we made, here you go for a kind of overprice.
Kind of overpriced.
True, very true.
Now, everyone here kind of has their predictions, but I only really have one thing that I'm hoping for, so I'm just going to say it. I know me and every other Animal Crossing fan hopes that this is what's going to happen, is they're going to create like a quality of life like Wave 2 update. So like a really big update for Animal Crossing that adds a bunch of new stuff, because there's been theories that the game isn't quite finished yet.
Oh, yeah.
So we're hoping, and all the Animal Crossing fans have been like, okay, first year anniversary, nothing. All right, when's the next? And we're hoping this is going to be like that one, I guess, anniversary that gives them an excuse to give us a new update for Animal Crossing.
Because it has been 20 years since the original Animal Crossing came out on the Nintendo GameCube.
Yeah, so maybe E3 is, they were saving out to E3 to say to us, look, here's the new quality of life update.
And also, I think all of us can agree that there's one thing that we really want.
What?
Brewster.
Yes! Yes!
Bring back coffee!
Yes!
I want to drink some coffee with my villagers!
Oh my gosh, yes!
I want to work at a retail job with my pigeon for a boss!
Moving on.
Anyway, while these guys rant on about Animal Crossing, I'm just
It's a
gonna...
good game, okay? Leave us
I know,
alone.
I don't play it, but I'm just gonna do a fire blitz of what I hope gets revealed at E3, or what I think is gonna get revealed at E3. Okay, starting with Nintendo. Nintendo 64, Nintendo Switch Online. So, basically, Nintendo 64 games with your Nintendo Switch Online. A new Mario and Luigi game,
Oh, yes.
That sounds cool.
Yes,
Maybe some more starring
which
Luigi.
is a Mario and Luigi RPG in the style of Pokemon, I guess. But you don't get to collect anything. Anyway,
Ruby's crying over dementia.
Dementia.
He hasn't come back since Super Paper Mario. I want him to return. He hasn't
Okay.
ran home in years.
Anyway.
Do you need a hug?
Anyway,
would.
more info on Breath of the Wild 2.
Yes.
Rayman, Crash Bandicoot, or Master Chief for Smash.
Definitely.
Ooh, Jump Rope Bunny for Smash.
That's
or
old.
Goose from Untitled Goose Game.
Yes, Aussie reps. Let's
Or-
go.
Okay. At the announcement of Super Mario Odyssey 2 and
Ooh.
the announcement of a Nintendo Switch Pro, an updated version of the Nintendo Switch. Not necessarily a new console, but an updated version.
You know, they keep releasing like updated Switches, and it just makes me feel like my little Switch Lite is so pathetic, because I'm seeing all the stuff I can't do on it, and I'm going, yeah, oh.
Okay. I've got a few more stuff, but I'm nearly done. Anyway, Ubisoft, the creators of Just Dance. Just Dance 2022, that's pretty much a necessity.
They do
Yeah.
that every year.
They do that every year. A new Rayman game.
Oh, that'd be swag.
Warner Brothers. Final release date for the Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga.
Yeah, we talked about that in one of
yes,
our
that
previous
sounds
episodes.
cool.
Bandai Namco, the creators of like the arcade classics from them. A 3D Pac-Man platformer in honor of Pac-Man's 40th anniversary.
True. That'd be pretty cool.
And finally, with Sega, more info on the new 3D Sonic game.
Yes.
And Sonic Colors Deluxe.
Yes.
Actually, there's something else I hope hope Sega does. And I hope they talk more about the new PlayStation VR and how they're going to be doing a... What did I forgot the name? They're going to be doing Space Channel 5 on PlayStation VR, and I really hope that at E3 they talk about that.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
That Sega talks about that and says this is what we're going to do, because I don't know anything about it. All I know is PlayStation VR, they're going to do a revamp of Space Channel 5. It's going to be like Just Dance, but a battle game at the same time.
But what's really weird is that PlayStation is not going to be at E3.
No, but
What?
Space Channel 5 is a Sega game.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying that they won't appear at E3. They haven't appeared at an E3 since 2019.
Because what Sega's done is they've agreed to let Space Channel 5 go on PlayStation VR.
That's not what I'm talking about.
But that's what I was talking about.
I'm sorry.
Segways are a forgotten thing in this room.
They really are.
We just don't know when they're happening.
Yeah, I don't really have anything that I'm really excited about for predictions. The one thing that I had that was different to your thing was just Xbox, and that was like maybe updates on Xbox X. There's too many S sounds. The Xbox Series X and S, updates on that, and perhaps maybe some new games or tie-ins here and there.
The consoles are already out, though.
Yeah, I know, but like updates, as in like software updates.
Oh,
and
that kind of stuff.
Or just
We
regular
don't
updates
own
in
an
general.
Xbox, so we don't really know what we're talking about.
Me neither.
I've got a friend who has an Xbox, so...
That doesn't make you any different to us, Lucy.
Oh,
It does.
I also have a friend who has an Xbox, but I don't go around bragging about it.
I want to buy an Xbox 360 to play Star Wars Connect. Because I heard that there's a dance mode in that game where they reworded some popular songs.
Like a whole of that girl is now a hologram girl.
Yes. And I remember I'm moving like a star. That's Han Solo. I'm Han Solo. I just want to get it for that.
just for the Star Wars
Just
memes.
for the memes.
Just for the memes.
We all
But
do it just for the memes.
Spends like
Just for
$1,000 on the
memes.
game and the PlayStation.
With that, I think we've run out of time for this little segment, but stay tuned where we talking about everyone's favorite addition to the Switch, Mii's.
What would you do if there was a child right in front of you?
I think I speak for all the Switch players when I say it was very disappointing to buy our Switch, take it out of its glorious box, turn it on, get it all set up, put our games in, and then go, hey, wait, where are the Miis?
Only to find out that they're in the most disappointing and bland menu ever.
The settings menu. Why?
It doesn't make any sense. I get that Nintendo is trying to move away from the Wii brand, but still, Mii's are awesome, which is what we're here to talk about.
Yeah,
Indeed.
there was literally no one who didn't like Mii's. I can't think of a single person who was like, I hope there's no more Mii's in the next console. So I don't know why they just like banished them to a corner of the settings menu, like, there you go, stay in the corner. Stay child, stay.
It's like a weird timeout corner. It's like when a child gets put in a timeout corner, but they did nothing wrong. They just
Yeah.
wanted to be a parent pleaser.
Yes.
Yes. I remember like when I was really little and I would go over to like someone's house. They would have a Wii. Like pretty much every person on the planet had a Wii. Pretty much.
Are you
Everyone.
calling me not a person on this planet?
You
I
didn't
said
have a Wii? Oh, you
pretty
had a
much.
Wii. We had a
I said
Wii U.
pretty much.
True.
I said pretty much every person had a Wii. And like one of the things we would do is make Mii's of each other. And
yes.
Exactly.
And that was like the most fun experience ever. It was so fun because you're all sitting together. There's one person with the Wii remote, pointing at everything, and we're all just going, "Oh, make his eyes this. Oh, change his color to that. Make his mouth ginormous."
Yeah, I remember sitting with my sister and making the wackiest Miis ever. And I also remember making Miis for all my friends and being able to play with my friends and they could look like themselves in game. And I really miss that kind of how important Miis were to the Wii. Because don't get me wrong, Miis are on the Switch. It's just they don't seem to be as important on the Switch.
No, they've slowly become kind of irrelevant as they have gone on. Like, Mii's came back on the 3DS, but since that's a handheld, you're kind of playing it by yourself, and that's no fun, because what's the point of making Miis if you can't be stupid with your friends?
Exactly. Which is why we're here to talk about them.
Which is what we've already been doing.
I know.
Which is actually why we're very excited about Miitopia.
Exactly. First question, what did you think about the introduction of the Miis?
Well, my first experience with Miis was on the Wii and then later on my DS. And I was a huge fan of them. I thought they were really fun. I loved making my friends. I loved making weird people. And I loved making all my imaginary friends in there because I was that kid.
Oh, yeah.
I was also that kid.
I remember, like, the first time I got to experience, like, the Wii... No, not the Wiis. The Miis.
The Wiis.
The Miis in my own household was when my family got a Wii U. And it was so fun. Like, one person would have the gamepad and we were all making it. We would all be, pointing at stuff to, like, tell everyone what to make. And then we would make replicas of ourselves, which was always so fun. I remember there was this one feature on the Wii U where you could take a photo of yourself and it would transform you into a Mii, and it would always get it so wrong.
It was the worst feature. Oh my gosh, yes. I remember trying that on one of my friends' Wii U because I had a Wii, pathetic little thing, and didn't have a camera on it. Yeah.
Yeah, like, and it was so much fun. And I remember like the first Mii I made with my Wii U. I would have like brownish, spiky hair. Like kind of normal human looking eyes, bit kind of subtle eyebrows, and then for some reason a beard.
What?
I know.
Was that you or future you?
I kind of always liked beards, so I thought, well, I'll put it on my Mii. So
Oscar,
and I've had it as my Mii ever since.
Oscar, I have more baby hairs on my chin than you do. Calm down.
Oh. You're not the one who's growing a mustache over here.
Okay.
Yeah, and she's not the one who thinks that the hairs growing on your warts are beard hairs.
I didn't say that.
Here's what we're
getting
thinking.
off track here. We're here to talk about Miis.
Okay, how well do you think that the Miis have evolved over the generations?
I watched a video on the history of Miis because that is apparently what I do in my spare time when I've got nothing better to do. I just watch a video on the history of Miis. But yeah, they started off as a very weird concept that no one really liked. And then eventually the creators at Nintendo were like, you know what, let's just give it a shot. And it became a huge hit and everyone loved it.
Indeed.
Well, the evolution of Miis, like, it definitely did peak on Wii because everyone had a Wii and it was wildly popular. And so were the Miis because they were basically little video game characters of yourself. It was so appealing. You could even put them in your own games. It was so awesome.
Essentially, it was like creating your own video game character. I actually disagree. I think they peaked on the DS because there were like at least 5 games that you could use your Miis for that were exclusively for Miis that I can list on the DS.
But you couldn't make Miis on the DS.
Yes, you could.
You could?
Yes,
you could.
That's what I'm saying. I think that Miis peaked on the DS because there were like 5. You don't have to Google it. I have a DS. I use it still. You can literally there's like 5 games on the DS that you can use your Miis for.
I got a question. Is it a DS or is it a DSi?
Mine's the DS.
It's not
3DS.
DSIs. DSIs don't.
Mine's
I have a DSi
3DS.
at home. It's just like the regular 2DS, 3DS stuff.
I have a 3DS.
Yeah, because I was saying there's no, like, on the original DS, I remember like this YouTube video I saw, there weren't any. There wasn't one on the regular DS, but there was one on the 3DS.
Yeah. Well, I wonder.
Because the DS came out before the Wii.
What?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It probably was
And it would
only
have
on
been
the 3DS.
And it would have. And it's not as simple as these days for them to like put out an update via Wi-Fi, because it was really hard to do that back then with the DS. You couldn't put in a software update to have a Mii Maker on there. So the original DS never had a Mii Maker.
The newer versions did.
Yeah, I do remember the 3DS did have one.
I actually have a story about Mii's.
Oh,
So
yeah?
one time
Oh,
I was at
goody.
the hospital, and of course, being that kid, I brought my DS to the hospital. And while I was in surgery, I remember I woke up and afterwards I checked my DS, and there were 2 other people in the hospital who had their DSs, and through Street Pass I got their Mii's, and I've got their Mii's on my Street Pass now.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yes.
I know who they are.
I never had a 3DS, so I'm very sad.
Yeah, the only time that I was ever able to Street Pass, because we live in a small town, was when my friend who also had a 3DS came over. I was Street Pass with him. And just randomly, when I took my 3DS in the car, I would just get this random person with a name like it was literally just random letters like HJKZWB,
Wow.
something like that. It was super weird.
We should Street Pass with each other.
We should do that.
Anyway,
more on Mii's. Oh, actually, no. I think we should probably end it there. It's
Miitopia.
no,
gone.
we could quickly talk about Miitopia.
Okay.
Oh, hang on. Now to the modern day, with Mii's becoming more prevalent because Nintendo finally realized, oh yeah, Mii's are on the Switch, and released Miitopia.
Indeed. An amazing game that puts your Mii's into a fantasy world where you have to save people's faces. It's a strange plotline. Don't question it.
It's hilarious.
It's hilarious, and it's a really good game and an all-around and fantastic time.
I downloaded the demo for it and I played it for a bit until I realized I don't have enough Mii's to actually do the story on my Switch.
I think
I've-
everyone just forgot about Mii's and just stopped making them. I think
Yeah,
we all
other than
grew
me,
up.
whenever I would kind of get into like a new phase of like my favorite game characters, I would make a Mii of them on my Switch.
Oh,
I have
yeah.
like everyone in my family, like a few of my friends, heaps of gaming characters. I have like an Inkling from Splatoon 2. I think I have like Flint Lockwood from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs on there.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I could just imagine him
No.
like being like a scientist.
No,
That'd be amazing.
Flint Lockwood, the Dark Lord.
The Dark Lord.
The Dark Lord.
Oh, that's amazing.
So yeah, in Miitopia, you go around and because Mii's are all about creating people, what's a distinctive feature of a person? Oh, yeah, their face. So you basically have to go around and save people's faces because this, I don't know, dark witch is like stealing people's faces.
This Dark Lord is stealing people's faces.
Imagine if Oscar's Mii that he made for me, oh no.
Oh no,
Oh,
lost.
yes.
It'll be like pretty much just half his face, just
Oh
Go on.
man.
That'd be hilarious.
We can make Mii's can be so stupid sometimes. They
and
can
that's
be-
why we love them.
and we hope that you do too.
Indeed.
We've run out of time, but stick around because I've got a new challenge for these two.
We're all tired of Oscar and his stupid challenges at this point.
We haven't seen the sunlight in days.
No, you will not escape.
Anyway, stay tuned for more.
Right. Oh! Oh! Oh my goodness. Oh, 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 ah, oh, 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 oh my, oh, oh my goodness.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Oscar's Challenge Time.
Now here's your host, Oscar Burgermeister.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to my special segment, Oscar's Challenge Time.
Help, he's got us held captive. Help us.
We haven't seen the sunlight in days.
That joke was the last segment. Anyway, today I have asked my fellow hosts and radioists to come up with some video game characters with some clues. And we have to try and guess those video game characters from the clues suggested.
It's basically Who Am I?
Who am I? Damn it, how do I start? Anyway, who would like to go first with their questions?
I've got one I could probably start off with.
All right, we'll go around the circle.
Cool. So, my first character comes from a Nintendo franchise.
Cool.
He lives in a world called Planet Popstar.
Sound familiar?
Popstar. Planet
Kind of sounds familiar.
Kind of sounds familiar. Next
You would have probably heard of it.
Next clue.
He wears a mask.
Like, what kind of mask?
A mask.
A mask that covers the whole face.
Oh. Sally Face? I'm kidding. Sally Face is a TV show. It's a video game.
No.
Sally Face?
No, it is not Sally Face.
Do you have another clue?
He uses a sword.
Majora?
Majora from Majora's Mask. No, you are... Yeah.
So it's a Nintendo game. Can you give us, like, some kind of hint as to what Nintendo game?
Okay. It's from a game that has been around for a very, very long time.
Well, that's helpful. Animal Crossing's been around for, like, 20 years. Mario for, like, 90. And, you know, it's just very, very helpful.
Okay, it comes from a franchise that normally uses hack and slash gameplay as well as platforming.
Platforming and hack and slash.
Mario. No, I'm joking.
I think I know. Is it from the Mario and Luigi franchise?
No.
Oh,
It's not. I'm trying to think of other clues. I only wrote down 4.
oh my gosh.
Okay,
What?
I'm just going to say it outright. He comes from the same world as King Dedede.
Oh, it's a Kirby character.
Yes, it is.
Cool.
It is a Kirby character.
It's a
I don't
Kirby
know
character.
much about Kirby, so I give up already.
Oh, come on. You might know him.
I like Kirby. Kirby's cute.
DJ Robobot?
DJ Robobot? Who's that?
I don't know.
There's a game called Planet Robobot, and
Yeah,
DJ Grooves is a penguin from A Hat in Time. You
Is
kind of
it-
mix the two, but no.
I don't know. What is it?
It's Meta Knight.
Of
Right.
course.
You
You always talk about
a ship
him.
called the Halberd.
That would have been too obvious.
I wouldn't even know then. Meta Knight. Yeah, you always talk about him. Yes.
So nobody gets that point. So
All right.
That was a bit of a challenge.
True.
Who's going?
We're going around the table. You're next.
Oh, okay. So this is kind of going to be an obvious one, but I'm going to try and make it as least obvious as possible. What? Okay, so
Obscure.
my hints are, number 1, she is a she.
Princess Peach.
I hate you.
Let's go. I am a god.
I literally said she is a she, and you went,
and I know you.
Princess Peach. My other hints were going to be she wears pink, and I like her a lot. And then if you guys still couldn't get it, I was going to say I main as her in Smash. Because you guys all know I abuse Peach's like floating power.
Ruby gets the point.
You call it burn mode. Seriously.
Ruby gets that point. Hooray for Ruby. Now my turn. All right. Okay. I am a female.
Princess Peach.
We already had that. No. I am a bounty hunter.
Oh,
Han Solo.
Pardon?
Samus Aran.
Han Solo.
Yes.
Let's go. Han Solo is a dude.
Han Solo was a bounty hunter.
He is not a girl though.
And he Well, he is a video.
Boba
He
Fett.
technically is a video game character.
Boba Fett.
But Star Wars is not specific.
Boba Fett.
Boba Fett is not a girl.
You never know. Stop assuming his gender.
It's canon.
It's canonical. Oh my god. We need to watch Star Wars, guys. We
Okay.
Okay.
I have though.
That's 2 points. For
my other clues were I appeared on the NES and my first game came out in 1986.
Okay, those
Well,
are pretty vague things.
I mean, seeing as Ruby guessed mine after the first hint, I literally said their gender and you were like, Princess Peach.
I know you though.
Now Ruby's turn again.
Okay. Okay, this character comes from an indie franchise.
All right.
FNAF.
No.
Stuff you.
They live on a different planet than the one that their game takes place in.
Me.
No.
Damn it.
Okay. They wield an umbrella.
Mary Poppins.
No.
They wield an umbrella. It's an indie franchise. They live on a different planet. Princess
Hat Kid?
Peach. No. She lives on like the toadstool thing. Like
Hat
Planet
Kid?
Toadstool.
Yes, it's Hat Kid.
Of course it is. Damn it.
Dun-dun-dun.
Hat Kid. Aw.
I also was going to say, has a brown hair and a ponytail and uses timepieces to power her ship.
As soon as you said that, I would have gone Hat Kid or Moustache Girl or something. Oh, Moustache Girl's got blonde hair. Never mind.
So that's 1 point to me and 2 points to Ruby.
I am very sad. I'm gonna go cry.
You still have one question to do.
I do. So I'm trying to think of one that you're not gonna get within the first question.
Watch me get it anyway. I'm just that good. Just that good.
Okay, we are ready. Ruby, this one is targeted at you.
What about me?
No.
I'm the tough
She is
one.
a she.
Princess Daisy?
Shut up. She likes pink.
Amy Rose.
No.
Good guess though.
We both like this game.
Toadette.
No. Not quite. No.
Not quite.
She. What else? When she talks to you, her catchphrase is shortbread.
Meringue.
Yay! You
Let's
got
go!
it! Meringue. Meringue from Animal Crossing. I love
She's a
her so
villager.
much.
Mariah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that one was really targeted at me. That was quite unfair for Oscar.
Sorry, Oscar.
Wow, come on.
You should get your Animal Crossing knowledge up. I know nothing
There's over
about.
like 100 villages.
I
my
know
dude.
nothing about Meta Knight. I know nothing about Kirby. I know nothing about any of that.
Fine. I'll
See?
do a super hard one.
Let's go.
No, can you do one that I actually know from the game, rather than one that just Ruby knows? Because that's what's been happening.
I don't think any of you guys will know this one.
Damn it!
Oh,
All right,
okay.
just do it anyway.
Try me, boyo.
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 Okay. I am an artificial super intelligence computer system.
Siri.
In the game I appear in, I offer a cake.
GLaDOS.
Yes!
Let's go! I am the winner! It's GLaDOS from Portal, in case you didn't know.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm from the game Portal 2, and I was in LEGO Dimensions.
She was.
It was in LEGO Dimensions.
That was the one LEGO Dimensions level that I actually did beat. It was very fun.
Lucy, would you like a chance for redemption?
I would like to have another shot.
All right,
Oh,
I've
okay.
got this one specifically for you.
Okay,
Ruby,
I can't
your
answer.
mouth must be closed.
Ruby,
Okay.
shut up.
Okay. I am commonly mistaken for a female.
I already know who it is. I already know who it is.
Shush. Shush.
Shush.
My game is not named after me, but the princess I save.
Oh. Okay.
I am one of Nintendo's main icons.
Mario? Bowser?
No.
I'm dying.
Princess,
now I know who it
princess I
is.
saved.
The princess I save.
Oh, it's named after the princess that this person saved.
Yes. And
Fridge nuggets.
Dying
would you
right
like
now.
one more clue?
Yeah.
I think this will give it away.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm really bad at this.
I have a sequel coming out soon.
Oh, Legend of Zelda?
That's the game.
Link.
Yes!
Yay!
Yes!
Oh, that took me
I will
forgot
admit,
that Zelda's
when you
the
said
princess.
I'm often mistaken for a girl, I was immediately thinking Sheik.
Whoa.
Link,
Oh, you
of
were
course.
You were close.
Yeah, it was in the same franchise, but then when you mentioned the game's not after me but the princess, I was like, oh, it's Link.
When you said game coming out soon, I was like, what game's coming out soon? Oh, Legends of Zelda. Zelda's the princess. Zelda is saved by Link. Link!
Long.
And
I love
so
Zelda. She's-
the winner is, if it wasn't
Ruby.
already obvious, Ruby.
Hey, hang on. I said literally she's a she and Ruby just got it.
Can you just like stop this?
No, it's
It
not
was
fair.
one time.
I'm gonna put an end to it. So tune back in for more.
I guess you wonder where I've been.
Ah, she's beautiful. She's wonderful. The pink, the peach, the toadstools, oh wait, it's supposed to be the outro. Okay. Sorry about that. Anyway,
You
thank you for
called Lucy simping. Sorry.
Yeah, you caught me simping. Anyway, thank you for joining us on this very, very, very random and crazy show.
Of Head in the Game.
Yes.
So hopefully next episode we will be talking about E3.
Because it will have actually happened by
It
the
would
time
have
we
actually
record
happened by the time it came out.
And either our predictions are going to be 100% right or 100% out of the ballpark and nowhere near.
Who knows? We'll just have to wait until then. So, see you next time, everyone.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.